what I was driving by and I had seen some sparks on the side of the house. So something just told me just to go to the driveway end just to see what was going on. So when I went and see what was going on, I seen like the electricity in the trees went in a fire and it started sparking. So then I banged on every door possible because I know how fire spread back and forth. So I try to wake up as many people as I can before the fire lit up.
So you saw the fire and then you woke a bunch of people up. What were they saying when you woke them up? What was going on?
The lady with the baby, she was in shock. We didn't even know how many people was in the house. I had to scream at her and tell her how many people is in the house. We trying to get them out before the fire get big. So she finally told us it was 2 people upstairs. So me and a Chicago cop came across from Chicago police came from across from Austin. I'm arguing with the neighbor to get upstairs. He's talking about a key. The Chicago police showed his badge and just bust the window. And we rushed upstairs to try to save whoever we can at the time. Somebody crawled over me and the Chicago police officer and got the baby. The smoke was, I'd never been in a fire before. The smoke was so bad, you couldn't even breathe. I'd never been in a fire before, so I had to back up. The Chicago police had to back up, but somebody climbed over us and got that baby.
Now, did you see them take anybody out of the building?
2 people got took out. So I don't know if they are okay or not. And I see another stretcher. But I think everybody's out the main building where the fire started.
So basically, I was just coming down the street here, coming to my mom's house. Take this block usually all the time, and the police was just shutting it down. I kind of got caught in the midst of it, so I pulled over, and that's when I got out the car, and then like the explosion happened. From this blue house right here started, and that's when all the chaos was pretty much just started happening. People just started rushing out their house, and I pretty much just pulled over just to see if maybe somebody needed help or something like that before the firefighters came, and they pulled out one guy, left him about 30, 35. He was laid out, wasn't really moving that much. Actually, 2 of the house owners are actually out here right now. Like I said, it started from the blue house and just carried on.
Well, I was in my home at 624 North Humphrey, and I heard a boom, a whoosh, and I ran out the back door. I looked at the blue house there, and the back was totally in flames. I mean, going really high. I didn't know what had occurred, but I assumed there was some sort of an explosion. Well, what I did was ran over here. I ran up into the apartment and ran to the door. A bunch of us guys who live on the block were there. Somebody said someone's in there on the 2nd floor. The people on the 1st floor had gotten out. I assumed the landlord was also in there. So they broke the window down after the landlord insisted that everybody get out. He said, "Get out of my house, get out of my house." And it was very important that we got in his house and got the people out. So the guys just broke the window down. They said, "We're going to break this window." And then a woman was taken out.
So the fireman brought the woman out?
No. She got out after we went in, screamed and hollered, brought her down the stairs, and picked her up because glass was all over after the door was broken. The firemen got here after that happened. Okay, she got out and she said there's a baby in there. Well, there was no way we could get in. The smoke was heavy. So we waited till the fire trucks got here, which was a little lengthy, I think, because the station's right down the street. Seems like it took them more than enough time to get here. So yeah, that's what happened. The blue house caught on to the next house. So far, they're all out. I think they're safe. 2 people were taken out on stretchers, a young, I'm told, 6-year-old and an adult. So that's about it. Okay. The fire department rescued the child and the adult. They got in, put them on stretchers, and I think they obviously went to the hospital.
And then you said the 3rd person got out on their own.
The 3rd person got, after the guys went up the steps,
Helped her out.
helped her out, right, picked her up, and we brought her out.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a call at 11:27 this evening for a structure fire. The initial call coming in was that the entire back porch of the house was in flames. First companies on arrival found the rear of 628 North Humphrey totally involved in flames. We did get a report as soon as we pulled up that there still was people on the second floor of 628. So we immediately sent an engine company up there, and they were able to rescue a 6-year-old boy and a 54-year-old adult. They were both unconscious on the second floor. They were able to get them out. The adult was taken to West Suburban Hospital. The child was taken to Loyola Hospital by Oak Park ambulances. They are both alive at this point. They both suffered quite a bit of smoke inhalation, but they are alive at the hospitals at this point. I don't have any further on their medical condition. The fire very rapidly spread through 628 North Humphrey. It's a old frame construction, and because it's so close to 630, 630 also was involved in fire. Those two buildings subsequently are going to probably be a total loss, but we were able to put exposure lines on the houses on either side and stop those from being damaged by fire. But we do have 628 and 630 North Humphrey that will probably be total fire loss. We wound up going to a second alarm on this. That meant that we had 9 firefighting companies here from 9 different fire departments. Roughly 40 plus firefighters on the scene. The fire is totally under control now. We don't have any investigation started yet. We'll probably start that first thing in the morning at this point. So do you have any questions at this point?
Is there any other injuries? Just the 2?
No, just those 2, the 6-year-old boy and the 54-year-old man from the 628 residence.
I heard that there were reports of people trying to get in that house and save people. Do you guys know anything about that?
We did get reports that some, we don't know if it was family members. We do know that a couple of our police officers also tried to make entry up to the second floor, but there was a lot of smoke, so they were unsuccessful in getting up there. Our engine crew masked up, and so with their self-contained breathing apparatus, they were able to go up and rescue those 2 individuals.
Thank you very much, Chief.
You're welcome. Anything further?